So, just to get into the live stream that Akademiks did y'all see it?
I saw bits and pieces of it.
It's sad. Okay, so I blame the chat niggas. It's time to. It's okay. We gotta address.
Damn, you really blaming the chat niggas?
Hell yeah, I'm blaming the chat niggas. You can't make me feel like I'm gonna sell out. I'm gonna do 100,000 in sales in the first week, and then got 8 people there.
That's not their fault. I went to y'all live shows more than 8 people.
Right, exactly.
But that's because of y'all.
And that one was low. That one we technically did bad that show compared to the first one. The first one was almost sold out.
Yeah, that one was like 95.
That one was lower. Yeah, it was just under 100.
Yeah, lower looks great.
Yeah, but we did like 200, 215 at the first one.
That's what I'm saying. So, and it's not. It has nothing to do with the people. It's like whatever you cultivate with your supporters. And
it's whatever you groomed your audience to accept
and to do. Which,
Okay.
Like I'm saying, the people who love Akademiks are weirdos.
they're not coming outside.
And a lot of the people who may even watch his podcast, because I know I'm one of them for sure.
Yeah,
I don't watch Akademiks podcast for him, for whoever he's talking to.
True.
And when it's like that, so say you getting like 300,000 views an episode.
Yeah.
About like 50,000 of them is chat niggas, the real dedicated people. You might get a few people who just accidentally clicked on it, and then a couple other 100,000, they're there for whoever you're talking to.
Right.
So you can't even factor them in as your fans that are guaranteed to come out to your show. Because unless you bringing this nigga with you, they're not coming.
They don't have an incentive to pull up.
Yeah, you are a package deal.
Yeah. Well, I think that kind of rolls into like kind of what I wanted to address about his 45-minute live stream or segment and addressing the issue, and also bringing up the fact like I think this is a reality check, and I think it's a one of recognition. Remember we did a clip where it was like, is Akademiks falling off? Based off that Reddit post we did that.
Yeah.
But we had the conversation, is Akademiks falling off? I don't think he's fallen. I think this is a sign that there's a decline, obviously. So I think this confirms you were ignoring people saying you fell off before. We're not the first people to say that. People have wondered, Akademiks has been falling off, blase, blah. Now the world has a moment that we can all remember where it's like, Nick, you look like you fell off pretty bad right now, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. But starting off, a lot of the flack he was getting was simply hate. And if you hate long enough, you're going to be right.
Yeah,
eventually.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, for sure. But even content-wise, I haven't been tuned in as much. I'm sick of hearing the Dirk versus NBA Youngboy.
Yeah.
Nigga, we've been talking about this for 2-3 weeks at this point. Fuck these niggas. Like, and no disrespect to either of them, but literally, I don't want to hear this shit ever again.
Granted,
I'm so over that.
That's exactly what they were saying about us in the Reddit post.
That's true.
That's exactly what they were saying about us.
That's true.
So, what was it saying?
But I mean, well, go ahead.
They were saying like, yo, y'all are meat riding DJ Akademiks. Y'all need to worry about y'all lazy ass, lousy,
nut ass podcast.
It's
one of your homies.
Yeah, he's from Philly. That was a Philly nigga.
One of your brothers,
podcast.
nigga.
It happens. Hey, shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you.
Wow,
You know
a Philly nigga showing hate.
But but we can do that because one is it's more of us, and we're just better. You feel me?
For sure.
Yeah, just talking.
Yeah.
Like, Ak just be off the Henny, and he'll just be, spouting nonsense sometimes.
Well, this is the thing, too. It's like, I'm willing to see, okay, I don't know, y'all have a basketball reference for this, but what's a moment where a nigga thought he was really about to get the championship and he didn't win and it was public embarrassment? Like, you know what I'm saying?
That shit just happened to Jason Tatum.
Exactly. So it's like that right
Every
now.
metric in the world, all the analytics
but then they
and
come
experts.
back and they run a three-peat. You know what I'm saying? Or
That's not happening with
Or maybe
Boston.
not a three.
Yeah.
Maybe not in sports, but like, you know what I'm talking about. Like if it was if the baby dropped a #1 Billboard right now,
maybe
that would
like
be his moment.
LeBron losing in 11.
Being down 3-1.
Exactly, being down 3-1. So I'm interested to see if Akademiks turns into he's down 3-1 mode right now because he's down 3-1.
Oh, for sure.
In a series of career trajectory, and he's down 3-1 in this little segment of in this little quarter of his life because
I'm forecasting self-destruction. What y'all niggas think?
I would love to see a crash out. I mean, I'm never gonna say no to a crash out.
Yeah, you a Philly nigga. Y'all love to.
You got that right. I want to
Crash out
see
is
it.
where that was, she was born.
What? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like If you want to crash out on a stream off the Henny, have no problem tuning into that. I love to see you come back from a 3-1 deficit though.
Drunk and sad in his drawers.
Because I love watching a nigga come back, go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Where the content improves. Everything gets so better where it's like, damn, we hate this. Like, y'all can hate this nigga still, but he's crushing shit right now. You know?
He just keeps improving.
He
just
keeps getting better.
Good.
Yeah, I love seeing that, but I don't know if he'll do it though.
I was about to say, realistically, like, what do you see Ak doing?
Realistically,
like,
I don't see him doing it because it should not take you 45 minutes explaining why I flopped.
No. Yeah.
That was embarrassing as fuck. That was so embarrassing. Taking 45 minutes to explain why he flopped, and it took you 30 minutes to really
get to it.
Take the L and say, "I'm gonna hold my L. I'm gonna hold my L."
He had to talk himself through it.
He had to. Yeah, he had to.
It was live therapy.
He should have handled it mentally before he even hopped on stream.
And I always wonder, do they not kind of work through it? If I took an L like that, there's nothing wrong with taking L's, but you have to know how to present it. I figured out how he should have presented this L within 5 minutes of him talking.
Like an apology video. It's already written out.
Yeah,
you feel me?
It's like he should have went in there. Like, okay, there was several things that kind of fucked it up. Like that made it optic wise from a objective standpoint look bad. You never stream with people and your homeboy is there. Boom. So it's like one chat. The one nigga that we know is the most loyal chat nigga. He's there in the room, and it's like, so this is the crew. Okay.
Yeah, this is the crutch.
This is
the crutch. This is it.
So this seems already a little wild because it's like, oh, boom, and he's not off camera. This nigga is.
Yeah, he's right there.
He's active.
He was rubbing his back before the stream,
supplying emotional support.
Yeah, bro. So it was that looked bad. That looked bad already, and then he proceeds to just, God, I wish he would stop flexing the money, bro. He made sure he reminded us how much he got paid and how he still caught a W monetarily wise. And who cares if I flopped? I'm richer than you niggas. He sprinkled that about 4 or 5 times throughout this rant. And it's like,
you can do it 2 times.
2.
But 4 or 5.
Yeah, it was 4 or 5, bro. It was
because you got to give him that. You up 30,000. Like, come on now.
You got to say it. Yeah, for sure. Say it. Yeah. On some savage nigga shit.
Once you miss a few shots, you got to go to your layups. You got to you got to go to what works and what's
That's a fact. Yeah.
Like, you cannot deny money. Money talks, and it's gonna speak louder than you ever could.
No, that's a whole fact. So he went to his bread and butter, flexing that goddamn money.
But it is like, it's sad because money is his ego. So it's like how much money he has.
It hurts to see him revert back to that
him.
now.
His bank account is him.
That is his makeup.
Yeah.
His girl was on the stream. Another L.
Crazy.
Now, she wasn't in this apology part, but she came later. I saw a clip. Boom is there, and she's doing what bitches do in front of cameras. And you know what I mean?
That fucking face,
duck
just
lip
shit,
hitting they poses,
She treating this podcast like a hookah lounge.
She's treating this podcast like a hookah lounge, and that's her selfie. And Boom is off to the side. He said, I'm gonna be real, I don't know if you're supposed to be on this stream right now. Like, he keeps trying to block her, and she's like, nigga, move. And niggas is like, she about to beat you up next. You better stop playing.
Yeah.
She's gonna call somebody.
Yeah.
And Ak is not gonna do anything. He's gonna get her ice pack. I know your wrist hurt, baby. You got a strong jaw.
I'm sorry, his jaw did that to your wrist.
Should have broke faster.
Yo, dead ass though. Dead ass. So that was like number 2. That was also a bad look. And then, the icing on the whole, just the 45-minute apology, man. It was sad, bruh. Some of the excuses he gave was Uzi was on stage at the same time as him, but you have chat niggas, so everybody should have a loyal fan base. I'll skip somebody because the person I want to see, I don't give a fuck about skipping somebody because the person I came to see is gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, or I'll break away early to make sure I'm at the thing that I signed up for.
And it's like, I wish we had a map because if this was like a big ass field and Uzi was over here and like everybody else is over here, it's like maybe that is true. Like, somebody was like in the middle and they was like, Uzi nigga. It's like,
right. Yeah.
Is that not a valid point though? When you're Akademiks, what do you go to Akademiks for? Like on that stage, what could he possibly do to entertain you an hour versus Uzi shuffling and giving you some sensational music?
Well, I mean, that just shows. Well, that's the thing. It's off the record. He entertains people by himself on his stream? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Off the record is the only thing that's guest based. But he does entertain people. At the same time, when I think DJ Akademiks live, I don't know what that nigga's gonna do. Cause it's like his jokes be funny, but it's not like he's gonna be able to structure them like a stand-up. Like,
and even his subject matter, he's talking about news.
But don't you think it's even crazier that he don't have anybody who just want to even meet him?
That's the baseline of it all.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just even meet him.
It doesn't even matter.
He don't got that star quality.
I get all the things that he talks about that could divert people from his live podcast. But at the same time, somebody who's been doing it for 10 years that does not have a core fan base in a high populated city like Philadelphia, it's an issue if 8 people are showing up. It's an issue. If 8 people show up here, I can understand that. It's not that many people here, and the amount of them that might be your fans enough to pay, it's a lot lower. I can see you doing 50 people max here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like you don't even have 8 friends, bro.
Exactly.
Our niggas, like the crew, I can call 8 niggas to come to my show.
The team that we pull up with is deeper than what was in the crowd.
You know what I'm saying?
You think Akademiks is too internet?
Yeah. That was his reality check.
You don't ever actually see him below the waist. Like, I've never seen him standing, walking around, moving somewhere, doing something.
Rarely.
On a show, on a scene, in a camera.
No, he's always sitting.
Only in a picture, like you'll see him standing up.
Exactly, but you don't see him act. Yeah, he needs to do vlogs so we can see him walk around.
He doesn't go, like, we've never seen him interact with the real world.
Damn, that's crazy.
These niggas always in a desk chair. He's too internet. His fans are weirdos who are also very internet.
Because of him. Because of him. Because he cultivated them to be that way.
It all starts with leadership.
Exactly. But nah.
I'm gonna tell you another shot that happened too on that stream. Lil Boom said, "Okay, so this is what Akademiks told us to do, and I will do this." No, I won't do this. It's whatever. It's like you have to build this up. You can't have this happen again. Period. This can't happen again for you, bro. If that happened for me, I'll be in panic mode. You know what I'm saying? Like. I need to do something drastically different because I'm not connecting in real life, and that is an issue. One thing that I do need to say, Rory and Mal, you better dance on this nigga's grave for the next week. You better dance
next
on this
month.
Specifically Rory, because there's one thing we can talk all the shit we want objectively and just hating wise on the Rory and Mal podcast, like how it might be boring or whatever. But one thing Rory and Mal have cultivated and maintained is a continuous and growing live audience, live podcast touring, connection with their fan base.
A true fan base.
They have a true fan base in terms of, which is one of the reasons why I'm not invested, because I'm not on the inside joke level of the podcast and don't really desire to be on that level. But
you're not a part of the club.
Yeah, and I'm not a desire to be. But at the same time, they can go on a 20 cities tour based on what I've seen in the past that they've been doing for the last couple of years.
And how many? No,
go ahead.
How many shows has DJ Akademiks like hosted or thrown?
That was his first one.
You get what I'm saying? And how long has he been doing this?
Exactly.
Like he already set himself up for failure.
10 plus years.
You know what I mean?
But imagine popping out for the first time 10 years later and nobody comes. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's like your big debut moment.
You like the one.
That's deep, bro.
That's deep, bro.
That's deep, bro. That's like the biggest buildup. He had the longest commercial, bro.
For sure.
He had the longest advertisement to be like, yo, one day I'm popping out on y'all niggas.
It's like a 50. Well, it's like NBA YoungBoy. YoungBoy don't never do shows, but the nigga be dropping. So when he did do a couple shows, he was getting like $2 million a show.
It's different though, and this
is
you
music.
Can't be,
this is music, and it would have been great marketing, like how like a whole lot of Red with Cardi. He was talking about that shit forever. He just kept teasing it. But Akademiks didn't play it like that.
Yeah,
he wasn't like, yo, I'm coming one day. Just wait on it.
Yeah.
He just randomly decided after 10 years to make an appearance.
But it should still like resonate with his fans, with the chat niggas. It got to resonate with them on a way where it's like this nigga's finally out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
If I followed you from Twitch to YouTube, back to Twitch, back to Rumble, and if like because Akademiks started the chat niggas and the Twitch thing, I think right before Everyday Struggle or like a year or two before Everyday Struggle. So it's like these people are like 7 years deep. It seems like, you know what I'm saying? Bro, your dude goes on tour 7 years later. He couldn't amass 100 fans in Philly.
But you have to show the people something like, and maybe like this is his first show, so his mentality wasn't like, yo, like pop out to this show. Like